Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. They juked him.
That's football 101, because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back, because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Edmonds will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. White diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The slot man in motion right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. Don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. From the 42 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fourth down, Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by the defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. From the 24, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buccaneers.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. First down, here's White. Powering forward. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Singletary. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He's got the first down and more. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons at 13-3 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure, and they got to him again. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Let's go.
Mayfield off the play fake. Airing this one out for Evans. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the ball.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man has got it. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Singletary trying the left side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured out to the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Run. King.
Going right side is White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, order line!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Mayfield. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
from just shy of midfield. Mayfield, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will wind up incomplete. Mayfield down. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Run.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, and it would probably only matter to the status